Alright, hello again everybody. Welcome to another day in the life of Ed. I'd like to thank everybody for making me a part of their day. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like button, and if you haven't done it yet already, hit that subscribe button. And hit that subscribe and that bell notification so you get a notification for every time I upload another video. Alright, yeah, a little bit of a hiccup there. Alright, again, and if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you get all the notifications when I hit up a new channel. Right, and right there, like I said the other day, give people a little bit of a little leeway there, just a little bit, not too much, and it goes a long way. If you don't feel like that, hey, I'm not in too much of a rush, not too much of a hurry, I can let this guy go, because they probably have something they need to get to faster than me. It helps. I hope everybody out there is staying safe, staying sane, being quarantined and everything, under some cities or some states, and some states, counties, cities, what have you, are under a voluntary I want to say what's the term? I'm trying to figure out the term now. To stay in place, voluntary stay in place order. That's it. Some people are taking that to heart, and they're staying at home. As you can see, I am not staying at home. I'm using this time to kind of venture into some new things, venture into new realms. Get outside, get a bike ride in at least once a day if I can, but yeah, but if you are staying at home and you're just lounging around, a lot of people have come up with some very innovative ways just to basically entertain themselves. Yep. Just to entertain themselves. A lot of people have come up with various different ways just to not just entertain themselves, but to pass the time and to, I guess, break up the monotony of just sitting at home all day. So, yep. Yep, and that sound you hear in the background is the Samsung Health that I have running. That's telling me how much. Telling me my distance and all that other stuff. My speed. I think the fastest I've gotten up on this bike. Actually, it was on another bike. It was a Specialized pitch. Like the tree sap pitch. On that bike on its own, I was able to get up to about 20 to 21 miles an hour. Wasn't bad. You know, it wasn't really bad. It wasn't, I think that's the fastest. I don't think that's the fastest I've gone. I think I've gone a lot faster. I know I've gone a lot faster down another, you know, coming down the hill here where I live, here in the Provo-Orem area. Yeah. There's so yeah, I've gone faster than 20 miles an hour on a bicycle, but I believe the person that holds the world record for the going the fastest on a bike is he went, I believe, 110 miles an hour just on a bicycle, and that was it. So you can imagine traveling 110 miles an hour on a bicycle. It's insane. Yeah, it's insane going 100 over 100 miles an hour on a bicycle. It's insane, but some people get a thrill out of it. As you can all see, I'm actually acting like a vehicle here. Gonna make a U-turn. We're gonna run into Maverik. Run into Maverik here. We're going to grab something to eat. We're going to grab some coffee. So we're going to grab some coffee, grab something to eat, and then we'll be right back and we'll get right back on the road. So, all right, everybody. Got our coffee. Got something to eat. Let's go. All right. It is a wonderful day, I will say that. Very wonderful day. All right. Sorry. Oh, you're fine. Very wonderful day. I love wonderful days like this. Get up, get out, get a good ride in. All right. so they don't jar that phone loose. Yeah, and let's go. Uh-oh. All right. Almost turned off that phone. Yeah, the weird things that happens when we're not really paying all that close of attention. All right. Yeah, got a good skies. Wonderful, wonderful skies. Well, let's get going. Get back to it. Yeah, and as I've said, you know, being the way I am, I've got to keep my head on a swivel. I've got to really pay attention to everything that's around me. So that way, I don't cause anybody to wreck. I don't cause anyone to wreck unintentionally, but also, so you know, I don't end up wrecking anybody else. That's the last thing I want to have happen, is to be the cause of someone's accident. I mean, none of us wants to have an accident. Nobody does. You know, it's almost a day ruiner when something like that happens. But you know, sometimes accidents are just unavoidable, and you just got to brace for impact and hope for the best. There's the UVX. We're going to take a little bit of the scenic route here. Going to take a good scenic route. Kind of go down some of these side streets. You know, I've noticed that we live in cities. We live in it. You know, the towns we live in. We live in them for so long that not always are we aware of not always are we aware of, you know, the different streets, side streets and stuff. I mean, we're not always aware of those side streets that are there. And that's what I like to do. Kind of just just ride. And, just go for a really good ride, you know, and just kind of explore the towns. So, because you never know, you might end up, because you never know, you might find a quicker way to get to work, you might find a quicker way to get to work. You might find a quicker way to get to your favorite restaurant, your favorite coffee house, or whatever. You know, just by exploring, just, you know, going through your neighborhoods, taking the back streets, on a bicycle, you know. And if it's and it's really good when you do it on a bicycle, because you can see more than and experience a little bit more. And sometimes it happens. You end up getting lost. And right here, just now, you just end up getting lost, and then eventually you end up finding yourself in a spot that you recognize your house, you recognize the buildings, you recognize the trees and the plants and stuff that's around, and yeah. And a lot of times, if you just want to stay safe, you just want to be safe and stay safe, just taking those back roads will really help you. You know, those back roads will really help and give you a good chance to kind of get new routes to go. But yeah. Yeah, with this no sugar thing that I've been on, it's no sugar challenge. It's no sugar, and it's limited to no sodas, no cookies, no candy bars, no cupcakes, no cakes, no brownies, no donuts, no ice cream, no pies. None of the wonderfully feel good comfort foods. I've cut that out. Today is the 25th, and so I've cut that out for almost an entire month. So it's tough. It's really tough when you take on a challenge like that. But I'm real grateful that I've got that support, that I have gained the support that I have, not just from not just from the the people in my local community, the people that I've known for the last 8-9 years. But also, I appreciate the support that I've gained, that I have, and that I've gained through other people that are, just that I've known just through online platforms such as Second Life, YouTube, and Facebook, the social media platforms, and I really appreciate the support that support and that and motivation. That's it. That's what I was looking for. The support and the motivation to keep going with this challenge. I'm so grateful. I would like to let you know a couple of people that have been a big supporter of. Of course, my family's been a big supporter of this challenge, but outside of my family, you know, I've had some really good people that have been a supporter of it. A really good friend of mine, Brandori, who is a very, very awesome, wonderful individual. You know, there's been times where I feel like that I'm taking advantage of his generosity, but and I've always asked him, I said, you don't feel like I'm taking advantage of your generosity, do you? And he's always told me, no, I don't. So that's always comforting to know that somebody doesn't feel, when you ask somebody, am I taking advantage of you? Do you feel like I'm taking advantage of you? It's always comforting to know that they don't feel that way. It's comforting to know that they feel that when you ask for help and they do it, it's comforting to know that they feel like, you know, I'm helping someone out that needs the help, which is really good. You know, and a gentleman, this gentleman actually lives in Australia. He's a really good friend of, I really, also him, I would like to, I'm actually proud to call him, not just my friend, along with Brandori, him as well, this gentleman as well, Robert Corsair. He's, I'm proud to call him my, my brother from another mother. He has been a great supporter in not just this challenge that I'm on now, but he's also been a great supporter in my journey, my efforts to drop my weight and to get back down to a weight that I want to be at, a weight that I was at about 18 years ago. So I can't thank him enough, because it's just because whenever I stumble, I feel like I'm not doing good enough. He's been there with some words to keep me going, keep me moving. He's been there to drive me forward and keep me progressing. And then just recently, I mentioned them in the last video. Team Brandori. I want to thank them for their support, and they're. I want to thank them for that. On your right. I want to thank them for, that continued, that added support and that added motivation to know that this no sugar thing for the next 5 days is going to be well worth it. So I want to thank them for their support and their motivation. Even though Lori loves, loves to tease me with, loves to sit there and tease me with, you know, just having sweets in her hand. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, yeah. I see it. If I see somebody with sweets in their hand and they're sitting in front of me, it's just like they're teasing me. They're teasing me. They want me to fall off this way. They want me to fall off this wagon. And you know, and I look at it very funny. I look at it in a very funny way because, because it's that temptation that I'm always constantly. It's always constantly staring at me every time I go to the grocery store. I go to Maverik or whatever. It's always staring at me, and I'm like, I want a candy bar. I want a Payday. I want a Reese's. I want a Payday. I want a Reese's. I want a Kit Kat. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. I want a Mountain Dew. Give me the Mountain Dew now. You know, but But yeah, I want to thank everybody for that, for the support and the motivation to keep going with this. It's, without your help, I don't think I could have done this. I don't think I could have done. I don't really think I could have done with this without their help. So, yeah. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for joining me for this ride, and again, thank you all for making me a part of your day, part of your afternoon, or part of your morning. Part of your evening, whichever time you're watching this. And also, if you haven't done so, give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so, go click that subscribe button and then click the bell for the bell notifications, so you can get notified every time I upload another video, another ride. So anyway, as always, everybody, take care, be safe, stay sane, and live life as you see fit, so that you can live a happy and wonderfully fulfilled life. Have a good one, everybody.